Okay, so we're into workout 2 from Fundamentals 1. We're going to start off, I'm assuming you've done either an active warm-up or you've just continued from workout 1. So we're not going to worry about a warm-up. We're going to get right into the exercises. So we're going to start off with a basic lunge. Feet are stacked about shoulder width apart, and back heel is up off the ground, shoulders down and back. You want to visualize a rectangle from shoulder, shoulder, hip to hip. Visualize that rectangle as being your elevator. That elevator is going to drop straight down and straight back up. Okay, so we're going to start off with about 12 repetitions a side, maybe as low as 10 or 8 for those of you who find this quite challenging. If you find that it's not challenging enough, you can go up to about 20 repetitions a side. If you find that not challenging, you should be checking out Fundamentals 2. There we go, dropping straight down, straight back up. Core is engaged, nice and tight. And one more. And we'll take it to the other side. Start with the feet shoulder width apart. Step one leg back. Back heel is off. I will show you in the next set, I will show you what this looks like from the side. Dropping straight down, straight back up. From the front, you notice that my hips are square. My shoulders are square. Those stay stacked on top of one another. My knee, this knee stays in line with my hip. My weight is loaded through that front heel. I'm dropping straight down, straight back up. From my back knee is angled right underneath the back hip. Lots of angles to think about. If you can, do this in front of a mirror so you can double check that the cues that I'm giving you are consistent with what you're doing. And one more. And shake it out. Take it to the next exercise. So these are called push-up preps. Once you've done this workout a couple of times, you'll probably be able to progress right into a push-up variation and not need to do these. But this assumption is that this is the very first time you're doing these. So what you're going to do is you're going to go onto all fours. I want those shoulders stacked right over top of those hands. Feet and knees about shoulder width apart. What I want you to do is I want you to allow your shoulder blades to collapse together and then push out of the heels of your hands so that your shoulders at the back of your upper back is pushing up towards the sky. Collapse down and push back up. There's no movement through my spine. The only thing that is happening is moving about my shoulder blades. So I'm just going to take a stop for 1 second. So if you can visualize where your shoulder blades are, there's the two triangular bones back here. What those are doing, they're sliding in and then spreading apart. Slide in when you let them collapse, and then they spread apart. What we're doing here is we're teaching the body awareness of where those shoulder blades are going to be set when you do a push-up. I'm going to do about 4 more here. This, as I'm doing these videos, it makes me realize if you can even invest in one good training session with a really good trainer to go over these basics with you, to make sure that you are understanding what I'm communicating through these videos and you're able to articulate them through your own body, be very, very important and very beneficial for you. So when you do a push-up, the position that you want your shoulder blades in is in the top position, the slightly top position where I'm pushing out of the heels of my hands as opposed to collapse down. That's where a lot of people do their push-ups. So you want to be in that push-up position. Okay, so that's going to be it for that first set, and we'll jump into push-ups in the next set, or a push-up variation. Then another upper body exercise that's very important for teaching you about how to stabilize your shoulders is the wall flattener. So what I want you to do, you're bending your knees, back, upper back is up against the wall. I'm pressing my low back up against the wall as well, and I'm trying to get those hands as close to the wall as possible. And I'm going to slide the hands up and slide the hands down. Now my shoulder blades are in a slightly opposite or different position than I was just asking you to do. So now, visualize those shoulder blades. What I'm asking you to do as you're moving your hands up and down is to slide those shoulder blades down and back in your back. So from my back, I'm trying to think of those shoulder blades sliding down and back. So as they're anchored, right now I set them in that down and back position, squeezing those shoulder blades down, trying to maintain that position. And then I'm going to slide my hands up and down the wall. Now, ideally what we're working towards is to keep that whole hand, whole back of the hand, whole back of the arm in contact with the wall. This is an exercise that never gets easy. Oftentimes as you become more advanced in your workouts, sometimes, if you're not stretching enough, you become tighter in your chest. And this actually becomes as hard, if not harder, than when you're starting out. And we're going to do about 3 more repetitions. And then we're going to go back to the top. I'm going to go a little bit quicker because now I'm not going to cue quite as much. Okay, it's from the side. We're doing our lunges again, so feet shoulder width apart. Bring one leg back. You want to make sure your hips are stacked right in between your 2 feet. Even weight distribution. And we're going straight down, straight up. 9. We're going to do 10 aside. 8. Nice and control. 7. Don't let that front knee drive in front of the front toe. 6. 5. Now, where you position your arms, it doesn't have to be where mine are. I'm just putting them there so I can keep that chest nice and open. And I think we've got about 2 or 3 more repetitions. And last one right here. Notice my knee is not driving beyond my front toe. I switch sides. My weight is stacked mainly through this front heel, my back toe, dropping down and up. Good for you. Make sure, again, if you're starting out and one of your goals is weight loss, in addition to doing these workouts, I want you to check out my nutrition section. It doesn't matter what level of an individual working out that you are. If you're not attending to your nutrition, you're not going to get the body composition goals that you're aspiring to unless you also put lots of effort into your nutrition. And about 3 more. 3, 2, and last one. Good. Okay. Going into the push-ups. Now, if you're brand new, I'm going to recommend that you just stay with those push-up pluses. So that's where you're letting your shoulders collapse and pushing up. So we're not bending the elbows at all. Let's assume that you know that you can progress beyond that. You're going to try a modified push-up. So pushing out of the heels of the hands, we've gotten into the push-up plus position to set our push-up. So collapse, push-up plus. I'm going to try to maintain that position. I'm going to slide my knees back ever so slightly, pushing out of the heels of my hands, maintaining that push-up plus position, and I'm going into a modified push-up. Okay. I'm doing them properly right now. I'm just going to show you what it looks like if I let my shoulders collapse. So there's a non-proper push-up. I'm out of my push-up plus position. So I have to reset back into my push-up plus position. Don't know if you can see that, but now my shoulder blades are set apart and I'm doing my push-ups. Why is that important? Ultimately, it's going to make you much, much stronger and much more resilient against injury once you understand how to do that. And about 1 more. Doing as many as you can. And push back, relax. We're going to go back over to the wall and do wall flatteners. So opposite position, shoulders down and back this time, not in the push-up plus position. Sliding up and down the wall. And we're going to go for about 15 repetitions. There's 4, 5. If you can, for a bonus, core nice and tight. Good job. And you'll notice the videos are happening in all sorts of different random places. I'm trying to figure out the best lighting for where to do these videos. And as well, I'm also trying to demonstrate. Things don't have to be perfect. Just get them done. You're going to see toys eventually, or toys every now and then in these shots. You're going to see a dog wandering back and forth. And look, sounds like my son has just woken up, perhaps. He might be joining us in a second. So again, just get things done. Okay, going back to the top, another set of lunges. 1 foot stacked in front of the other, down and up. Hands in a nice open position, maintaining your chest nice and tall. 4, thinking about your form. 5, I'm just going to turn to the front so again you can see that front view, not letting the knee collapse. Good. How are we doing? How are you feeling? 2 and 1. Switching sides. So even if you're not brand new to exercise, but you're brand new to strength and conditioning, these exercises will still benefit you. And as you'll see, if you flip through, take a chance to flip through Fundamentals 2 and the advanced workouts, you will see variations of a lunge pattern, a squat pattern, a push-up pattern, So if you don't understand where to position your body in the basic movements, then you're really limiting to how far you can go with your workouts. We never want to limit you. You want to be able to push far beyond what you thought your capabilities were. One more repetition. We're almost done your workout. Again, our push-up variation. Keep your chest over top of your hands. Slide your knees back. The further back you go, the more challenging it's going to be. You want to make sure from the side, from the shoulder, hip to the knee is a relatively straight line. If you do your push-ups from this position, it's not totally wrong, it's just not super challenging. So if you find that too easy, you need to shift those hips forward. Establish your push-up plus position. So there's a collapsed, there's my push-up plus position. Maintain that lift out of my heels, and I'm going to be doing my push-ups. Let's go for 12. There's 2, 3. I'm going to try to go a little bit deeper this time. Pay attention, though, in your own body. If you go a little bit deeper, do your shoulder blades collapse? We do not want that happening. Good for you. Let's go. Keep going. You guys can do this. We're almost done this workout. You're doing great. 3 more. Shorten up your range if you need to. Listen to your body. We've just got one more exercise after this. And push back, and we're on to our wall flatteners. Push up against the wall, knees slightly bent. We're reaching up and down. Good for you. So after this, once you're done, your options are, if you have time, you're going to progress to workout 3, and then do your upper and lower body stretches. If you don't have time, maybe do an upper body stretch right now, and then go on about the rest of your day. And continue with a workout 3 and say a lower body stretch tomorrow. There's lots of ideas on the website as to how to schedule your workouts. You want to make it so that you can just get them done. 10 minutes, 20 minutes a day would be fantastic. And that's it. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and we'll join you next time.